My phone is dumb. It's so dumb. I'm so annoyed. So basically, we have one of the most epic champagne ministries ever. And my phone overheated twice. Thank you, LA, 105 degrees or whatever you are. So I'm going to make this last portion super short. You guys, I'm so sorry. My phone keeps overheating. Everybody who was watching, Chief of Police, um, Jessica, Taylor, Nikki, all y'all who are watching, y'all know what it is. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to bring Jessica on now, and we are just going to close it out real quick. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Chief of Police. And Joey's mom. I forgot your... What is your mom? I forgot it. Thank you so much. Hi, Joey. Jessica, girl. Hi, Ian. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Boo.
Hey, look at you looking all sporty, spice, and cute. Hi, Nikita.
Yes, Claudia.
Claudia, love you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Malika. Malika got time today.
Mike, I love you.
She
Yes.
got time today. Claudia,
Yeah.
love you.
Hey, Boo.
So, if you just tuned in, basically, we had the most epic show. My phone overheated for some reason, which is like not ever done. It's dumb. And we are wrapping it up now. The topic, they're in the tub. The topic of the show is toxic femininity over tequila. Just, do you have a drink by any chance, or did you drink it
I
all by
do
now?
actually, like, you're making me drink more because, yeah.
Sorry, what are you drinking?
It's tequila. You know I don't drink tequila, but I did it
Yes,
today. So,
honey.
yeah. Hi, Nikita. I love you too.
Hey, Nikki. Hi, Joy. So, we have Melissa Rosario on earlier, and she is at Diary of MR on Instagram. We just had Joy on, and her Instagram. Joy, can you put it in the comments? I believe it's Joy Hearts, JoyHearts. I believe that's what it is. Joy Hearts. She's a therapist, but like a lot of other things. I don't know if she's taking clients or not, but like y'all know she like no be offering
And
truth, honey. So hit her up and please follow her because like you just should. Yeah, there you go. It's Joy Hearts, Joi Hearts, like a heart but plural. And I'll post it. But just a beautiful spirit, and so is Melissa, and so are you, sis. So what did you think of the show?
epic. Epic. Number one, I want to say this is not Ralph Lauren's Native Americans. Give them their land back.
Is who?
Native American. It's a Native American. Give them us our land back.
That's dope.
And no, it was everything because I think number one, oh, I loved what Joy said. Like I feel like we're always in alignment. Joy, I love you because she's like my spirit animal. Because I always say like when people are like, how did you um, delve so deeply spiritually? And it's curiosity. I had this like deep curiosity to know and to be neutral. And I think a lot of times in this society, we've identified so much with identities, like we've absorbed them and become them. But divine being, like masculinity, femininity, black, white, everything, you're a divine being and you've been all of those things. So I think in whatever area that you're bringing, bring divinity first. And when you have balance within you as a human being, like bringing down the divinity into the physical body, like you will be in balance. There will be no toxicity. So I think number one is like be the best version of you, like whatever that is, and also to like neutralize and let go of these identities that, if you think about it, anytime that you have applied for an apartment, a job, college, a loan, you're always checking a box, always. So they're always trying to get you to minimize yourself, to limit a divine being into these boxes. And then we identify with whatever they told us those boxes mean.
Yeah.
So number one, just be neutral as much as you can. Vibrate high and be neutral in your energy as much as you can. Because when you're doing that, you will be in balance and you won't have to focus so much on these things. like even with race, like what I've learned is in my kind of just be like putting my head down and being spiritual for so long, when I looked up and I was like, oh my God, I don't think the same as most people. I'm surprised at how I think. But it's because I've been so neutral that like I can listen to a man, a woman, which again, that's not masculine and feminine. There's amphibians, there's androgynous beings in even the plant and animal kingdom that were here long before us. We are just barely catching up to them. So when we identify with what masculine and feminine is, understand that we're allowing that to be dictated to us when we already know within us. And like she said, we're all of it all the time. So don't subdue the things that are naturally coming up for you, whether it's emotion or whether it's like fierceness. Like we said before, women are more than just childbearing. That's something, women being taken out of the Bible, all religions, all of these things has disconnected us from Mother Nature and Mother Earth, what the indigenous knew that we were. And that's more Eurocentric than anything else. So I think that, you know, we just have to get curious, like Joy said again, because the answers are already within us. We've been all of these things. We've been in every kingdom, the elemental kingdom, plant life, like we've been all of it. So instead of saying, you know, identifying, the minute that you identify as one thing, you're making another thing wrong because of this notion of duality. So if I say that I'm this, that means that I can't be that. And if I'm that, then I'm wrong. If you know what I'm saying? So this is how we divide ourselves from the whole.
Mm. So when we call something toxic, it's making another thing wrong, sort
Well,
of.
when you call yourself anything other than
Whoa.
divine, you're making yourself wrong. You're making yourself separate, which then means that they are wrong. You see what I'm saying? If you're right, then left is wrong. If you're up, then down is wrong. If you're black, then white, and then white is. Every time we identify with something, masculine, feminine, that's why I kind of love this generation, like as much as because they're everything, and that's what we are. We're divine beings. We're going back to our natural state. Native Americans knew this. Indigenous people knew this. So anytime you identify as anything, you limit yourself and you put yourself in a box. A box is restrictive. It's a box, and it's
Right.
physical. For a divine being, doesn't make sense.
Wow. Whoa. Jessica always be just casually just dropping. She got a baseball cap on. Like she got a wavy pony bun. Just drop, like she just came from the pool just dropping. Like a casual drop. Like it ain't nothing. But yeah, Joey, exactly like it's about anytime you say I'm gay, I'm straight, I'm black, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that. Like it's putting yourself willingly in a box so that
Yeah.
you can feel comfortable, you know, based on like whatever society has deemed as, you know, right or wrong
In the
or different.
confines of that language, English, and I'm sorry guys, in Christianity, are very new for beings that have been here forever. You're trying to tell me I'm going to allow a language and a religion that's very, very new to dictate who I am as a divine being, and then I'm going to act as if that's who I am and operate in the world that way because somebody benefits from that, and it's not us. So I think yes, like break free from not just toxicity, but also break free from these identities that we've said that we are because we didn't create those identities. We didn't create these definitions. We didn't create this language. We're adhering to them, but what do they mean? Right? Because we're operating on autopilot in this divisive nature, which, you know, even now it's like it's a beautiful thing that we're all like, no, I'm not tolerating this, I'm not tolerating that. But we're so divisive. Even if you look at, I had a friend that told me, if you look at like Democrats and Republicans, and if you look at them as the throat chakra being the Democrats blue, yeah, because they're in accordance with a color, and the Republicans being red, which is your root chakra, and then we look at states and continents also are based on chakras and energetic fields, yeah? So we don't, like, if anything, if you're going to align with anything, like align with energetic fields in our universe and in our planet, not with the very smallest of small molecules. Like you're literally limiting yourself.
Literally. But it seems like it feels good for us to limit ourselves. And why does it feel we feel safe putting ourselves in these
Because we're
boxes?
lazy. That's it. We're
Because if
lazy.
you don't, because if it's easy to put yourself in a box, but if you don't put yourself in a box, then you have to do the work of thinking for yourself rather than listening to what your religion says or what your mommy daddy says or what somebody else tells you is the way to be. You have to decide the way to be, which is
Exactly.
scary because you're creating who you are and like have to make your own value judgments.
Yeah.
You're not following
Right.
like someone that doesn't have the mind of their own. Joey says security is also restrictive. That's why we have doors so that we can go out. Wow. Wow. That's right. That's right. The idea of security and feeling safe is hmm, the idea of having something around you to protect you. But when you know that you are a child, you are an emanation of the infinite, you know that you need no protection. You
Yeah.
know that you need no protection because you are you and you are the intruder and you are everyone else. You are everything that you see. You don't need safety. You
Right.
don't need to build up walls. See, fear is building up walls. Fear hides, fear constricts, love opens, and
Yeah.
love accepts. And so when you're operating in the energy of love, and when you know that that is your DNA and what you come from, you don't have to stick to these boxes. You don't have to stick to name calling. You don't have to point somebody out as toxic because you know there is no them, there is no you. You are looking, when you're looking at another person, you're looking at yourself in the mirror. And when they acting a fool and acting toxic, that's just like when there's a part of you that was unhealed and triggered you because it hurt
Mhm.
you. And that's the number one thing I take from this conversation is the power of compassion
Yeah.
and knowing that when somebody is acting badly, when somebody's acting toxic, it's out of hurt. But it doesn't mean that compassion is permission. It's not permission to act a damn fool. You will get dismissed quickly and strictly. Just okay, so you can find Jessica. You changed your Instagram handle.
I did. It was just complicated. So now it's just at the Jessica Spencer. Super easy.
The Jessica Spencer. So THE Jessica. You should know how to spell Jessica Spencer. SPENCER. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
And
Wow.
and I've had a lot of tequila. And so Jessica has her obviously her Instagram, but then she also is at Ascended Queens, where she has a podcast with Jermaine Nichols, who was the model that was on last week, and they're like amazing, and you should definitely follow. If you like this show, you would love that show.
Definitely.
And if you like this show, you would love Melissa's show, who was the first guest. And if you like this show, you would love Joy Hearts. So all of us are connected and really reflecting back to each other the same truths, and saying it in different ways that resonate with people differently. But it is really a gift and an honor to be here with you guys. The 10 of you who are on, you done followed us through so many
Thank you.
emanations of this show and so much shit. Thank you so much. Ian Taylor just dropped Ascended Queen, so that's where you can find it. So thank you, Ian. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Tai Chi. Thank you, Joey. Deslia. Nikita says, I'm proud of the complexity and miracles that some of my labels are being a woman. Appreciate everybody for watching. Unfortunately, this amazing show was not recorded, but that's okay because it's recorded energetically. It's recorded energetically, and that's where it's most important. Love you, Malika. Thank you, everybody. Jessica, any final words?
Give them their land back.
That hat is amazing. Instead of a polo, it's Native American. Like what is that
It's
symbol?
a
Like
Native American. Yeah. Also,
taking their land
Josh,
back.
Bruce Lee DJ. But
Okay.
yeah, I just feel like we have to get reconnected. Yes, I'm part Native American, but that I would say the same way is that they had like a consciousness that was connected to the land to Mother Nature, Mother Earth. They were balanced. They did not have they didn't have to have these types of conversations because they were in tune with the masculine and the feminine and androgyny and connection with Mother Earth. They didn't remove that from their history and from their power.
I
So
don't
I
think a lot
think,
of people know about Native Americans and how they, I forgot what they called. There were like people who were in between and not one or the
yeah, two
other.
spirited is what they were called. I
The
see it,
series.
brother. Two spirited, yeah.
How
So
ascended is that?
yeah, give them their land back.
That's right. Get it's their
Give
land.
us our land back.
We